Let's move on now to the third email today. And the third email today comes to us from Gabriel Rodriguez, who writes, "Greetings, John. I follow you on Twitter and saw your tweet about Apollo Creed joining the Mandalorian, so I looked it up. Not only is Carl Weathers joining the Star Wars cast, but Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad, he plays Gustav in that, and the great Verner Herzog, oh my God, as well. We already know all the amazing talent they have directing the show. So my question is, with all the talent they're adding to this, is Mandalorian shaping up not just to be a great Star Wars show, but a great show in general? Thank you." Greg, let me ask you this. First of all, they came out, they announced it with Jon Favreau as the showrunner, which is great. Then they announced this incredible list of directors.
Yes.
Then we find out Pedro Pascal is starring in it.
That's
now
awesome.
we're hearing like this follow-up cast. Is this show, like he was just asking, is this show shaping up to be an interesting looking Star Wars show? Or does this look like it has the potential to actually be like just a legit great show?
Like a legit great show. I think it has the potential to be a legit great show. It's like all we've really seen is an image of it. We don't really know what it is. I think the only guarantee that we definitely have right now, that even if the material itself might not be great, let's just say worst case, it's not great, it'll definitely be elevated by the talent they have behind the camera and in front of the camera. And that always goes a long way, is the kind of talent you have, because a lot of times you get bad shows, but you can have a great performance in there or great actors. There you go. But they make it worth it. And I think when you get this caliber of talent, like Carl Weathers, and I always get his name wrong. I know how to spell it. Giancarlo Esposito and Nick Nolte. They got a lot of
Nick Nolte.
They have a lot of older actors in here. Like all these people are like above 60 years old. So I'm wondering what the plot of it is going to be, because Pedro Pascal is like 39, I think. But then you got a lot of these more veteran actors in there. Weirdly, Carl Weathers is the one I'm most excited for.
Yes.
Because he does so much TV now. He's never really in the spotlight anymore. Even though there's the Creed movie, which follows his shadow, you never see Carl Weathers that much, but he still looks great. If you ever see him, he looks awesome. Still in shape and looks awesome. And I just haven't seen him in a while be really put in the spotlight. I know Pedro Pascal will be the star of the show, but Carl Weathers, Nick Nolte, Giancarlo Esposito, those are pretty awesome names to me. And also all the directors behind it, I feel. My best guess, it's probably going to be a great show. I feel like with television, you get more creative freedom. I don't know how the Disney streaming service will allow that level of freedom, but if they do, I feel like we're going to get something pretty special.
I think one of the names that's also being overlooked here is Werner Herzog. They're the great documentary filmmaker, but he is great when he does these movies. I
want him to play a villain.
Oh, God, I hope so.
He would be a great Star Wars villain. Yeah.
One of my favorite appearances of him ever was he was in this poker movie, and I keep forgetting the name of the movie. I think it's called The Grand. It's him who just did Woody Harrelson. It was him, Woody Harrelson, and this huge laundry list of comedic names. Okay. And it's about this big, huge stakes poker tournament in Werner Herzog. And it's fake documentary style, like The Office. And whenever they're talking to Werner Herzog, he's always in his room and he's always sitting with an animal on his lap and he's always petting it. One time it's a chicken, one time it's a rabbit, whatever. And then he finally says, the secret to my endurance is I kill one living thing every day with my bare hands. And that's Werner Herzog.
Vampire, right?
But Pedro Pascal is still the name to me. Like, you got Taika Waititi directing.
Yeah.
You got Dave Filoni in there directing. You got Carrie. I always mispronounce Carrie's last name.
So do
Fugiyama,
I
believe it is from Dope. You got but it's Pedro Pascal, who was nothing short. Everybody talks about Pedro in terms of Game of Thrones, but he was so good in Narcos.
Yeah.
And then
he stole the show for me in Kingsman.
He absolutely did.
Like, I wasn't even going in really looking forward to his performance, and then he ends up stealing the show for me the entire time.
You know what the funny thing is? I always complain about that Kingsman 2. First of all, I didn't like the movie that much, but Pedro Pascal steals that movie.
Yeah.
And he's in like none of all the posters.
Yeah, he's barely advertised.
Channing Tatum. Yeah. They're all Channing Tatum, who is not in the movie for more than 5 minutes. Yeah. But Pedro Pascal, I think he's going to be great in this. Yeah, I cannot wait.
I think Werner Herzog should direct an episode of the Star Wars.
That would be so fun. If you want a dark Star Wars episode, you go to Werner Herzog.
You should do the pilot. Just get Jon Favreau. Yeah.